We are Sorted, a group of mates who have your back when it comes to all things food. From cooking battles to gadget reviews
Man, it's not worth it.
and cookbook challenges to a midweek meal packs app.
Crack your eggs, bake.
We uncover the tools that'll help us all cook and eat smarter. Join our community where everything we do starts with you.
Hello, I'm Barry and this is Mike and welcome to Fridge Cam.
You know that we here at Sorted love a good cookbook. Today we're reviewing this, Signature Dishes That Matter.
And Ebbers has an absolute meltdown.
I'm excited for this.
I don't know what we're doing.
My favourite videos are the ones where Ben has no idea what's going on.
Yeah, and I like the ones when you had stubble.
Lift a cloche.
It's not much better.
Wow!
Pow!
Signature dishes that matter.
Have you heard of this book before?
I've heard of it, I've never seen it, I've never used it. Celebrates the most iconic and influential dishes of the last 300 years, from the very first restaurants to today's innovative dining scene.
If this is 300 of the most important dishes ever, why am I involved in recreating them? So it's essentially chronological, starting all the way from gelato in 1686. Great. Hang on, whoa, I just saw something.
Yeah, I mean, it is iconic.
I mean, we've done quite a lot of old recipes recently, haven't we, in these cookbook reviews? Why don't we skip forward a little bit?
You're turning to page 162.
Oh, so we're not going that far forward. This is still only 1994.
This is cool.
Oysters and Pearls. It's an unassuming name for a spectacular dish, one that helped shape both careers and how dishes were named for more than a decade.
Thomas Keller, one of the first American-born chefs to hold multiple 3-star ratings from the Michelin Guide.
I like this, this is awesome. This is cool. No idea really what it is still, apart from it's got oysters and tapioca.
Ben,
Yeah.
are you okay?
Yeah.
Would you rather have made the Big Mac?
It just could not be further from the food that I enjoy cooking.
This is really going to be a challenge then. Well, I'm excited, but then I feel the least accountable out of the two of us.
Okay, are you ready?
So ready.
You got a time limit? You're going to start in 3,
2, 1.
Right, Head Sue, tell me what to do.
So first of all, soak tapioca in 1 cup of milk for 1 hour. Setting it in a warm place will speed up the rehydration of the pearls.
You guys, you've really soaked our tapioca, that's very kind of you.
So the next 2 paragraphs, shuck the oysters.
No.
Now I feel like I know how to shuck oysters, but I feel like we should do this his way.
Yep.
But do you want me to read it and you do it, or vice versa?
You read it, I'll work out whether I can do it.
Go on.
To shuck the oysters, hold an oyster in a towel with the rounded side down, so that's the bottom. Lean the wider end of the oyster against the table for support. Push an oyster knife under the hinge at the narrow end of the shell. You will hear a pop.
Oh, here we go, popped.
Twist the knife to loosen the shell. This will release the top shell, which can then be removed. Slide the knife under the rear to detach the second muscle holding the oyster in place. Reserve the oyster and all of its juices in a small bowl.
Oh, this one's a tricky one, Ebbers. I'm struggling. No, I'm not. I'm a mother shucker.
So you've got the muscle, you've got this kind of frilly edge. That's a bit more to cut off, so you're just left with the muscle meat.
So with this recipe, it must come with a lot of caveats.
No, it's caviar. You were thinking it. You were thinking it. I was thinking it. You're welcome. A really cool thing about this book is I like that it's not pretentious. I like that it's got the Big Mac. I like it's got spotted dick. It's not saying it has to be fine dining or even really technical to be iconic.
I think a lot of the magic for me at eating at what I would describe as posh restaurants is knowing that I could never recreate it.
Yeah.
And that is the magic. That's why you go for that experience. If this can give us an insight into how
Impossible it is, and I'm sure that's going to happen.
But an insight into how some of that magic is made, that's amazing.
What makes it a posh restaurant for you then? Knives and forks?
Tablecloths.
Yeah.
Right, Ebbers, oysters, shucked.
These are probably much smaller than they should be, and part of that will be where we got them from, part of that will be the season we're in.
Season.
You're an idiot. So what you get is the muscle meat and then the trimmings, and the trimmings we're going to put into a saucepan. The muscle meat we'll save for later. The reserved liquid, That becomes flavour that we add into a number of different things as the recipe progresses. Right, next job. In a bowl, whip half a cup of cream just until it holds its shape and then reserve in the refrigerator. Next up, we're going to drain the tapioca and then rinse under cold water. Thomas Keller probably has a kitchen with running water. What I'm going to do is dip it in this bowl to try and get the same effect.
What do you reckon?
I reckon that's holding its shape. Tapioca in a pan, and to that we then add 3/4 cup of milk and 3/4 cup of cream.
Okay.
No, we don't. Wow, this jumps around a bit.
It's telling you you're using the ingredients as you go. That's how it's structured, isn't it? You can't use the cream there until you've whipped that up and used it there.
Oh.
Oh,
All right, Sue.
Pour the remaining 3/4 cup of milk and 3/4 cup of cream over the oyster trimmings. Come up to a simmer, then strain it off and use that infused milk and cream, so wasting nothing from the oyster, to cook the tapioca. Then we want to cook it over a medium heat, stirring constantly with a wooden spoon until it is thickened and the spoon leaves a trail when it is pulled through, 7 to 8 minutes.
Is this a dish you would ever order?
nope.
If you went into the restaurant, however, saying, I'd like to try your signature dish, which is, so knowing that information, then would you try it?
Yes.
That's what I think this book is so good for, is that it's like, there must be a reason why this is so iconic.
Like saying that this is Thomas Keller's signature dish, it's in both of his main restaurants that are both 3 Michelin stars.
Never gone off the menu.
And it's part of the tasting menu. Or if you're sat at the bar and you have a bar menu, you can order this dish by itself for $50.
This is a bar snack, Ebbers.
It's a $50 bar
We're
snack.
only making a bar snack. This is easy. Are we having fun now, Ben?
Every learning experience is fun, Michael.
Yeah, I'm having fun. I just want to know if you're having fun.
I'm going to make a sabayon 4 egg yolks with 1/4 cup of the reserved oyster juice in a metal bowl over a pan of hot water. That looks quite sticky, doesn't it?
It looks very sticky.
The mixture will be sticky, and if you lift some on the spoon and let it fall, some should still cling to the spoon. Remove the pot from the heat, set aside in a warm place. Where's your warm place?
Oh.
You're not going anywhere near it.
I think it's behind.
The reason that I'm going to get the piss taken out of me for this.
Mate, look at you. It's happened already.
Imagine doing all of this work, eating it, and it doesn't even fill you up.
The finished sabayon will have thickened and lightened, the foam will have subsided, and the sabayon will hold a ribbon when it falls from the whisk. Stir the hot sabayon into the tapioca along with a generous amount of black pepper. Mix in the creme fraiche and the whipped cream. The tapioca will be cream pale yellow with the tapioca pearls suspended in the mixture. Season with salt if required. Note, it may not need it because of all the oysterness.
Oh, it tastes well chefy. I mean,
It's good.
it's really,
It's really good.
really good.
Immediately spoon 1/4 cup into our dish. Cover and refrigerate until cold. Up to a day.
That's snacking tapioca for while we make more of a sauce.
No.
So that chills. We're going to make a sauce out of butter and stuff.
We need 1.5 tablespoons of minced shallots.
Oh, this would be interesting.
Oh, I like this as a competition.
Go on, Mike, you can do it.
Thanks, mate. Oh, yours is. That I thought I did well there.
You did do well.
That right there is like a perfect visual demonstration between chef skills and a good normal's knife skills.
I think we need to stop using the word normals. You guys are far from normal now. You combine the vermouth, the remaining reserved oyster juice, 1/2 tablespoons of minced shallot, 1/2 tablespoons of white wine vinegar, and simmer until most of the liquid has evaporated but the shallots are glazed, not dry. Then whisk in the butter piece by piece. Do you want to do more mincing or shall I do more mincing?
What, are you going to mince that butter?
I need to mince some chives.
Oh, I can mince that small, I reckon.
Place the dish of tapioca on a baking sheet and heat in our oven for 4 to 5 minutes until it just begins to puff up. Okay, nearly ready to finish this now. Add the oysters, which we carefully trimmed earlier on, and the chives to this sauce, which is nearly finished mounting.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
You're re-chopping my chive.
No, your chives are there. I'm not really chopping your chives.
So what are you doing?
Do you know what? It's not often you actually get the chance to perfect your knife skills.
You're going to use those though, aren't you?
No,
If you do.
I'm not. I think your chives are excellent.
Right, you are using this as an ego boost for yourself.
No, we're using yours. We agreed that.
I don't want to use mine now because they're so much better.
No.
Your chives look like green tapioca. I hate these. Right, tapioca, I think it's done.
Add the oysters and the chives into our sauce.
No, Ben, right, that is such a pity use. And it makes me feel worse.
Right, couple of oysters over our tapioca. Spoon over some of the sauce. And then a quenelle of our caviar.
A quenelle of caviar is the chefiest thing that's ever been said in this building. Go on, blob it. Oh, yeah.
That,
Wait, no, wait.
it's hot.
It's hot.
That then gets put onto there. It's very hot. I didn't want you to burn yourself, Sue. Oysters and pearls.
I must say,
Well done, sir.
spectacular.
No,
That's a
look,
great job.
team effort.
That is a great job.
As always, it's incredibly easy to poke fun from the sidelines, but that is very impressive. And looking at all the photos that I've seen online of that dish, it looks very, very similar.
Should we try it?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Wow,
That is a bloody excellent dish.
that is remarkable.
It's heavenly.
Would never say this, but it needs caviar and
Yeah.
oyster
Yeah.
and fishiness to counteract that really rich, buttery, vinegary taste.
Seeing you go through the process of making that somehow makes it even better.
Do you think?
I think if you got served that in a restaurant, you go, wow, that's incredible. I wonder how they made it. Seeing you go through the process of making it, I have more appreciation for it.
I can taste every element. It's all there.
Just taking little nuggets from it. Make a sabayon, but switch out the alcohol for oyster juice. Imagine what else you could switch that out for. And it can just be a little technique that you may well see crop up in a chef battle soon.
Did you like cooking from the book?
I liked cooking from the book once I'd had time to plan and prep, but once I'd got that, I think it's brilliant, and I actually look forward to trying some more recipes in there.
We would love to know from you guys, did you enjoy seeing us try and cook from this book? Would you like to see us do some more recipes? Comment down below and let us know.
Also, have you tried this dish in the actual restaurants? If you have, let us know. Be honest, how did we get on?
If you like this video and this cookbook, give us a like, and also we'd love you to choose the next set of recipes that we use from this book, so you can vote via a poll on our Instagram page.
And don't forget, you can get 3 sorted cookbooks delivered to your door every year if you join the Sorted Book subscription.
So pluggy!
I love it. Now, Mike is a newly married man, and he's obviously got some plans, because
I have-
today he
no.
has a dad joke of the week.
I'm just telling the joke, I'm not having the child. I made an abacus using a polo mint and a piece of string, trying to improve my mental arithmetic.
I like it, and I get it.
We've also built the Sorted Club, where you can get tons of foodie inspo using the PAX Midweek Meal app, discover and share restaurant recommendations using the Eat app, listen and contribute to our Feast Your Ears podcast, and send us ideas for new cookbooks you'll receive throughout the year. Check it all out by heading to sorted.club. And now a blooper.
What happened?
Decided it was time for a change.
No, you didn't.
He's going bald.
Essentially, I felt like my weight loss journey had reached a dead end, and I thought, what is one way I can make myself look as fat as possible? I know. I'll shave off my beard so you can see the full extent of my fat face.
Ironically, you probably lost some weight from it.
I'm taking all this off next week.